If you're tired of watching queer movies where everything ends in tears and tragedy, then let's talk about the ones where things actually go right and in the end, nobody dies, disappears, or suffers in silence forever. Just two people finally choosing each other. First, we have The Judgment. Set in Egypt, this one starts off feeling like a strict, traditional world where reputation and family pressure run everything. A young man is trying to live normally under all that weight, but things get weird and intense. And it gets darker because the film pulls in this eerie layer of superstition, fear, black magic, spiritual interference, and people blaming outside forces for things they don't understand. It's not just about love and identity anymore, it feels like even reality itself is closing in on him. But underneath all that mess, it's really about one thing: a guy slowly realizing he can't keep fighting what he feels, no matter what society or fear throws at him. From beginning to end, this Brazilian film follows two young men who grow up extremely close as half-brothers in a wealthy, tightly controlled family. From childhood, their bond is unusually intense, way beyond typical sibling closeness, shaped by isolation, privilege, and a very sheltered environment. As they grow older, that bond turns into romantic feelings, which creates a heavy emotional conflict because their relationship is family-bound. The story doesn't treat it lightly. It focuses on secrecy, denial, emotional dependency, and how their connection starts affecting everything around them. When they reach adulthood, they fully confront what their relationship means and what it costs them. The film is mostly about obsession, attachment, and blurred boundaries rather than a traditional romance arc. Those people. This one follows a young painter in New York who's stuck between two very different emotional worlds. On one side, he has a long-time, intense friendship with a wealthy guy who's secretly in love with him and completely devoted in a way that's a bit obsessive. On the other side, he meets someone new who's more grounded, calm, and emotionally honest. As he tries to figure out his own feelings, things get messy. Friendship, jealousy, desire, and identity all start overlapping. The film leans into that confusing space where someone is trying to understand what love even looks like for them, while also dealing with pressure from people around him. It's more about emotional confusion and complicated attachment than a clean romance, and it builds toward a choice that forces everyone involved to confront what they really want versus what they've been holding on to. Next, we have Seashore. Brazilian film follows two childhood friends who reunite for a quiet trip to a coastal town after years apart. At first, it just feels nostalgic and calm, but underneath it, there's this tension neither of them really knows how to address. As they spend more time together, old feelings start resurfacing and their friendship slowly shifts into something more intimate. The movie is very subtle and atmospheric, focusing less on huge dramatic moments and more on quiet emotional buildup, lingering looks, and the comfort of being understood by someone who's known you forever. Young Hearts. This one follows a teenage boy whose life starts shifting after a confident new neighbor moves into town. At first, it feels like simple curiosity and friendship, but the closer they get, the more he starts realizing these feelings go way deeper than he expected. What makes the movie hit is how natural everything feels, the awkwardness, the panic of trying to understand yourself while everyone around you expects you to act normal. Instead of turning the story into non-stop suffering, it focuses more on first love, self-discovery, and that terrifying but exciting feeling of finally being honest with yourself. I definitely missed a bunch of good ones. Let me know which movie is your favorite in the comments, or tell me the best happy ending queer movie I need to add next. And I'll see you in the next one.